ob er liegt. Das ist
Gut, schauen wir mal. Von hinten, ne? Links, links, rechts. Beide leer. Rechts. Beide leer rechts. Oder anstatt rechts, links. Das Ding. Ich mach's mal. Moment. Ja. Das heißt links, leer, beide.
wenn, dann müssen wir schon auf der anderen, das andere auch machen.
Nein, nein. Links,
Dann müssten dabei
leer,
sein.
beide. Oh ja.
Genau, und da müsste dann ein leer sein.
Links, rechts, rechts. Links, rechts, rechts. Bemini. Links, rechts, beide. Links, rechts, beide. Oh, Ofen. Links, links, leer. Ofenho. Okay, Bemini Ofenho.
Ja, nicht, dass das stimmt.
Wir probieren's. Bemini Ofenho. Hey, der sei Kinder!
Ich geh mal kurz googeln.
Ja.
Ob überhaupt am richtigen Ansatz.
Ja, mach das. Wie gesagt, Golden Bay, einer der einfachsten Räume eigentlich.
Eigentlich. Wenn du mal weißt.
Ja. Put in 12 characters on your phone. Maybe it's connection. Okay. Also hat mir doch richtig mit Reminisci. Ja, aber ich habe Reminisci und haben wir.
Ja,
Wusste
aber aufgehört.
ja, aber also waren wir trotzdem richtig,
Ja.
was das betrifft.
Ja, es gab zwei Wege, das zu machen. Mit S, Feminis,
Reminisci. Huh, I suspected as much. Good work, I'm impressed. What's our price, I wonder? The screen has changed. Stern, Sonne, Mond. This looks different, the symbols have changed.
Schau mal das Bild an, das sind Trivia.
Nur das Guilty of Typos.
I'm guilty of nothing.
Ah, there's a button up here. Maybe push it? Right, here it goes. What? Wofür war das jetzt? Ich habe einen Knopf gedrückt. So, gib mir die Goldpfeil. You did it! Good way, aber dasselbe... Na, mein, das ist ja was Zeit. Mond, Mond, Sonne. Oh, it opened again! I wonder what's inside this time. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Better than having nothing at least. Let's go through them one by one. First we've got... the map! A map! It says floor B. The map we found on launch said floor A on it. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so... floor A must be the upper floor. Yeah. Keep going. There's still a lot in here. These must be... the key cards! They have pictures of the moon on them. This must be what the announcer was talking about then. And we've got 2 of them, just like with the sun cards. You should take one, Luna. Huh? Why me? You're solo. Alice and I can keep the other one. Oh, of course. Thank you. Alright, what's next? Looks like a note. No, we're not voting is not an option. It's penalized, blah 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 blah. So all 3 of us can't abstain. There has to be at least 1 vote. Why would there be a rule like that though? It seems pointless. I think Senior wants to make sure people are actually playing the game regardless of the situation. What sort of situation are you talking about? Well, it could be anything really. Whatever, we've only got 2 things left. That's this thing. Looks like some sort of plug or key. I guess you entered it into something and twist? Did you see anything in here that it could fit into? Even if you did, does it really matter at this point? What? Look in the safe. What's the last thing in there? A key. Is that a key to the exit? Pretty sure it is. We can get out now. Awesome, let's... wait! What should we do about the plug? Fine, I guess I'll hold on to it. I doubt we need it, but you never know. Sounds good, let's go. Give it! Our boy! Our boy, Kay! The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Why do you need to count, idiot?
Das macht er jedes Mal bei jeder Tür.
You found it.
Babam, babam.
Hold up, Governor.
Dun, dun,
Governor?
dun, dun, dun.
Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Oh yeah, that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
Oh, blimey, that hurts.
Warum lachst du? Will ich es wissen?
Oi, Mate!
Oh. Okay.
Und der klingt wie Temioji. Also stell dir Temioji in den britisch-schottischen Akzent vor.
Britisch-schottischen oder vielleicht doch auch australischen. Ich habe keine Ahnung.
Nein, klingt eher wie britisch, also australisch ist es nicht.
Wo weißt du das?
Weil ich Space Australia kenne.
Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking with an accent.
With an accent.
Yeah, can't help it, Flower.
Hat Luna gesagt.
Didn't choose to talk like this, not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is.
Klingt ein bisschen wie Yangus.
Oh.
You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they give us all a, what you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one.
Eines alten Kriegsveterans? Oder Seemann?
It ain't right, I tell you.
So, what the hell are you? If you're a Baron Maker, I'm an astronaut. Wo der Copper gesagt hat.
Right you are, me old son, right you
Me
are.
old son, Sandra.
Well, go on, have a butchers, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem? Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelt G-O-L-E-M, but me and me mates are G-A-U-L-E-M. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. And the truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
So, should I just call you Golem?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's way
Whoa.
too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O-L-M?
Golem.
Come on, man, it's just Golem.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Alright, Golem, you said Alice Starling a little bit ago, right?
A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
No, I don't care if you call her Darling. What I'm saying is you called her Alice. How do you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, you know? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So Golems are kind of like Zero Junior servants?
No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like boop boop boop, and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea, when you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Well, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto!
Hat er doch gerade gesagt. Was nur gesagt hat.
Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? 'Cause you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, the button on top of the safe.
Right you are, governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So you aren't gonna answer my question?
What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got a bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Well, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Without waiting for an answer, Golem launched into his explanation. Somewhere a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of the Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the piece of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the question says. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college. She's never even heard it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions begin to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why I can't read these at all? Whatever am I to do? It is the moment that she spots the bookshelf. The bookshelf is full of thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that they are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation on what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming. More and more and more of them. She finds a set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful. Please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give her some twice cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14, he was a grade ahead of me in school. What color of underwear are you wearing? Black. What is the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you cooked the twice cooked pork in. All of these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books into a slippery of paper with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed her boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Exactly!
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them, you see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting, but what does that have to do with your shoulders or rubber feeling
Are you
pain?
thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain. And I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal bollocks. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, governor.
Why'd you stop us?
Ah, right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. Haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited as all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts at the moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
Command violation. Rogue processes detected. Product ID GTMCMGOLM. Executing emergency deactivation. Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Did Seer just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it!
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
Say, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex polling closes.
What the hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
Shit, why would they do that?
We have to hurry.
Yeah, right, let's go! I don't care about the shit you give! Be dead. Beep, beep, beep. We pushed through the magenta door and went into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Hey, what the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Seems pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more, and that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found this in our safe. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized. Yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed to the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? Aber wo Alice ist, sehen wir es in der nächsten Folge.
That's what she said.
Wie lang war es das heute? Und wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.